So, who are you?
I am Alejandra Torres. I am 22 years old. I live in Victorville, California. I have 2 jobs. I am the oldest of 3 siblings. I live with my mom, and I am a full-time student at Cal State San Bernardino, and I am a liberal studies major with a special education concentration. And this is my 4th year at Cal State, and I barely changed my major last year, my 3rd year of Cal State, to liberal studies.
Why did you change it?
I changed it because I was previously a mathematics major. In high school, I was pretty good at math. Throughout high school, I had A's and B's in my math class, and it just came very easy to me. So I just assumed, well, if this was like a gift that I can use, if this is something I can do to help other people, why not be a math teacher? However, more involved in Cal State, I realized that mathematics wasn't something I loved to do. And because of my job, it really did influence my direction in my career.
Who influenced this decision?
My influence had to come from my client. Since I am a behavior instructor, I have a client who has autism. He is like a bundle of joy, and he just allowed me to, I guess, express differently in learning. The minute I got that job and I was assigned to that case, I felt like learning in a whole different perspective. Learning was completely different as to how I learned, and being trained monthly to allow him to train him or allow him to teach him really opened my eyes to see that learning doesn't come easy to everybody. And I feel like I have that yearn to be different, and I have that yearn to teach and have them to be successful.
How you being an educator will help the community?
Me being an educator will help the community because I want to be the change in the educational system. I feel like growing up, I've heard many stories of how students were told by their teachers that they weren't going to grow up to be anything. And honestly, that's very upsetting, because you think as a teacher, as someone who's trying to uplift these students in an educational way, is supposed to have them be motivated for life, have them be motivated and determined for their future. As a teacher for elementary school, I want to be the difference. I want to be the difference in every student's life. I want them to grow up and be like, wow, my so-and-so grade teacher was very motivating and very determined, and because of that, maybe I want to be an educational teacher. Because of her, she made me realize like I can be successful in whatever I do, because of her push, because of her constant motivation, her constant push. I want to be different, and I want to take in my learning abilities different.
And throughout this quarter, what have you learned about yourself?
Throughout this quarter, I've learned that I learned to actually trust in God more than anything. Allowing the stress to not get to me, and just giving that actually up to God, and allowing God to move freely in my life. Stress, prioritizing schoolwork, having 5 classes and working full time was not the easiest, but so far I have all A's in my classes, and I think allowing there to be a balance in everything that I do.